In this video, we'll take a look at the macro page in the Studio One remote. The macro controls feature in the channel editor give us a blank canvas upon which to place crucial control parameters from any of the present effects or virtual instruments in our song, giving us quick and easy access to any controls we want to manipulate. For a detailed overview of macro controls and how to set them up in Studio One, take a look at the Studio One 3 Explained video series I did for Groove 3. There's also a good overview of the functionality and configuration options in the Studio One manual. For this example, I have an instance of Circle 2, the plugin synthesizer by Future Audio Workshop, instantiated in this project with several controls already assigned to my macro editor. We can access the macro panel on any channel in Studio One by tapping on the macro panel button on the remote. This brings up our macro controls page where you can see that I have a few different parameters already assigned to various knobs on the right side. The ADSR1 release, the LFO3 rate, and the bucket delay time. We have control over our first XY pad, to which I have the oscillator 2 width assigned to the X-axis and the filter 1 frequency assigned to the Y-axis. Using the iPad to swipe back and forth and all around in the XY pad can yield some really cool and fun creative results. The only limits to this are pretty much our imagination and what we configure from the outset in Studio One. We also have a second XY pad that we can set up, and we access this by swiping over. The dots at the bottom of the remote indicate that we have more information on either the right page or the left page, depending on which dot is illuminated. And we have permanent access to every track's macro editor page on the remote simply by tapping on the corresponding track we want to access. This is really a great way to utilize the touchscreen functionality of both the iPad and the remote.